Ladies and gentlemen, we are live! Wow! Who the fuck is that guy?
My balls are hot.
Hi, man. Hello. Welcome.
How you going?
I'm right, man. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Across the Cage, episode 20. 20!
Oh, round. I like that good
Round.
round. Hated 19. Why?
Yeah, me
Not
too.
round,
Because
not
it's not.
round
Yeah,
number.
that's right. 20.
We'll scrap it. Just get rid of it.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
done.
So back
It's
on
done. Delete.
19, but
Oh, shit. Shit. Episode 20 of Across the Cage. Welcome to all of our new and existing listeners. It is 5:37 p.m. 23rd of April 2019. Happy Easter to all of you celebrating it. The Orthodox are celebrating it next week. Everybody else, you celebrate it in your respective times. Not Easter, something else.
so
Something
nice,
else.
bro. Wow.
Huh? Nah, you gotta
We're
be.
so respectful.
Hey, we respect everyone here.
Yeah,
Except Cejudo. No, we do respect the Olympic gold medalist. Hey,
Yeah.
did you know he was Olympic gold medalist?
I've never heard that.
Well, he confirmed it to us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, first off, message to Henry Cejudo: stop trying to play with the jokes.
Not
Not working, bro.
What about that photo he uploaded? He's like, I'm sending all my love hearts to everyone. It was just his little chest hair in the shape of a love heart. Did you see that? Disgusting.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Horrendudo.
That was cringe. Go out with cringe Judo over there.
Nah.
And then got a quick would you rather here. Now it's a clean one. There's dirty ones here, but I'm going to stick with the clean ones.
Would you rather? All right, here we go.
Would you rather?
I'm playing, by the way,
I'm
ladies and
playing,
gentlemen.
no. Would you rather sprint every time you use your feet, or have to yell any time you want to say something? And the reason that I like this one is because I think about work.
Yeah. But I see, imagine, right, my line of work, imagine, every time that I have to use my feet.
You have to. No, I'm talking all fucking balls to the wall. Sprint as hard as you can.
Imagine going around Westwood Parramatta, just seeing this guy just holding an iPad, just sprinting. AirPods,
as
iPad,
hard as you can.
sprinting.
Yeah. Even if you're on one side of the store and you have to walk across the store,
It's just a little sprint.
as hard as you can. As hard, or you have to shout in any capacity.
I feel like I was.
What would you use?
I feel like I was inbred with like
You are?
inbuilt.
Hey, mate, you been watching Game of Thrones, bro?
Definitely not. Inbuilt.
Yeah.
Inbuilt with inbred. That's just fucked. Inbuilt with I'm a wog, so we yell when we speak anyway.
Yeah.
So I feel like just for the comedic factor, I just sprint every time I use my feet.
Yeah.
That's
That'd be
hilarious
ridiculous.
and efficient.
Yeah, it would be.
And I'd
100%
have
efficient.
great quads.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Do you get tired, or is this like a power?
Nah, I can go all day, bro.
Oh,
I
you're
can go all
without a
day.
power.
Yeah, you got
Just that cardio.
Hey,
limb,
all day,
bro.
all day. You know, you won't last 5 rounds with me. 5-5? No chance.
That's Brian Callen, right?
No chance. No chance. 5 rounds. 5-5s? No.
Cuz wouldn't take me 5 rounds. All right, let's move
Because
on.
I'd knock you the fuck out. Sorry.
Relax, cuz.
Hey.
Yeah.
How you feeling this week, man? You alright?
Yeah, getting better. Might get worse again.
How was your long weekend,
Yeah,
mate?
good, man. Good.
was alright?
Survived it.
Yeah, it's good.
So that's it.
It's always good when you survive the long
So
weekend.
yeah,
mate.
exactly. I mean, it's kind of a thing here, but Australia it's different.
It is.
Especially
Different
youth
culture.
Yeah. I think the good thing about Australia, it's mixed though. Like, look, this Thursday, I'm going dawn service. Going to spend the day fishing after that.
Oh, I haven't been fishing in maybe, I don't know, 25
Yeah,
years.
I think that's the good thing about Australia is like we're so diverse.
Yeah.
That you have one side. I woke up in the morning and just down there in that park, you guys can't see, but over that park over there,
Yeah.
you had people doing the Stations of the Cross.
Yeah.
I grew up. I did Stations of the Cross every
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
I actually participated. I used to beat Roman Soldier 3.
Yeah.
Whipping
Roman,
Jesus. Yeah.
Roman Soldier 3.
Just whipping Jesus.
Yeah.
Keep it moving, bro. You know when he dropped it a couple times? Come on, mate.
Yeah.
Keep it going. We don't have all day. Plenty more people to crucify. What? He would have been like that. He would have been just a general Roman
I'm
soldier.
not disagreeing with you.
All right, so I was doing historically accurate.
Yeah.
Except not Italian at all. Don't look Roman at all.
Except they're white, you're black.
Yeah, and barbarian.
Yeah.
So it would have been like, what are you doing? But also here, Youth Culture Australia long weekend. Get on the piss. Mm-hmm. A lot of people get on the piss. I think any real opportunity in Australia here for a long weekend,
Yeah.
boost sales through the roof.
We'll just sing. That's, I guess, tradie culture is speaking for you as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Tradie culture is you knock off work early on a Friday so you can get more time on the piece.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. I like the different attitude Australia seems to have. Now it's not perfect. There are plenty of dumb fucks wrecking it. But I think you've been out as well. You've been out in the town. You'll be at dinner or something. You see people. Yeah. Not always perfect. Plenty of examples of bad people. But I feel like we have a better culture in terms of entertainment and the way people act at larger venues. I'll say 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Not perfect, and not every area gets that good rap. But overall, I feel like Australians seem to, and it's anywhere in the world. I've been to New Zealand drinking. I've been over Thailand drinking. Where both classic places where you see Aussies getting pissed. And overall, man, they're a lot more. They get their shit together. Yeah. In a sense, stumbling everywhere, flip flops, broken.
But everyone's kind of in a supportive nature.
Which is why I like how when the UFC comes here to bring that full circle to what we're talking about. I think Australia has that little bit, not talk shit about Americans, but you have more support, I feel, even when they're pissed.
Yeah. Well, when we discussed this when the card was here, Adesanya and Anderson Silva, and the fact that the card itself, or comparing it to UFC events in America, they want to see violence, they want to see war. If two fighters are in the clinch or wrestling or trying to get into a submission, they start booing and screaming and swearing or whatever. Where here we kind of appreciate it, clap and what have you. So
yeah, exactly.
I feel like we have more, like you said, more supportive nature here to support one another either when we're intoxicated or not, we still sort of rally around each other and support. And
look, and the reason that has come full circle in terms of just alcohol on a long weekend, but it's the fact that alcohol is a huge part of the sporting world because of the money that alcohol brings in. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a large chunk of just the arenas all around the world where alcohol's in like the Western countries, you'd probably say, where that would probably be a huge chunk of their money. Alcohol beer sales.
Oh, 100%. Well, look at one of the major sponsors of UFC, Modelo.
Modelo, yeah.
Modelo Fighting Spirit.
Fighting Spirit. But the old is it? What is it? How long? 18 something? They've been doing.
1847.
They got you.
Modelo Fighting Spirit.
They got you.
Have I tried Modelo? No.
Do I want to try it? No. Is all American beer tastes like piss?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna say right now.
I think all beer tastes like piss. I don't like beer. One beer.
Yeah. Well, you're a bitch.
No, I'm not. You know why I'm not a bitch?
Why?
Firstly, I drink scotch, whiskey.
Oh.
On the rocks, no mixes.
Oh.
Call me bitch now. You're a bitch. You know why? Because you drink beer. That's why.
Come onto a job site, say that.
No.
Alright, anyway, let's get fucking balls deep into some news, huh?
Bit of news. Jeez, where do you want to start? Where do you want to start with bloody news? Do you want to start with the Anthony Joshua stuff?
Yeah, so Big Baby,
Big Baby Miller. Surprising. You wouldn't expect someone like this to be popped for steroids, not once but twice, and didn't even try to cover it up.
Yeah, so is it twice the two drug tests for within the same time?
They're voluntary drug tests. So the first drug test, first drug test came back, right? So these are from VADA. The first one came back. It was some or I don't know the specific term for it, but. They came back, no, we have no idea what the hell this is. Let's do another test. Did another test, HGH, and the thing that, what's his name got popped for? Dillashaw got popped for. EPOs.
He was on EPO.
HGH and EPO.
Well, he put me in
Didn't even try, but you didn't try. If you're taking HGH, didn't even try. And you're big fella, why didn't you need HGH?
Yeah, EPO maybe.
I reckon self-esteem issues. Looks at Anthony Joshua and goes, fuck.
Yeah, I know. But anyone look at Anthony Joshua and be like, fuck, bro.
I know.
Dude's a freak of nature, man.
But stuff this is a huge opportunity. He probably lost 3-5 million from this. He was going to make 3-5 million in this fight. Was he going to lose? Yes. But he was going to make $3-5 million.
You never know, bud. He hits hard, bro.
But we're talking about, I know, but we're talking about Anthony Joshua.
We saw Klitschko drop him, and Klitschko's not even known in his later years to be a big knockout.
That's true. And Anthony Joshua in his amateur career got knocked out.
Yeah, have you seen those videos going around? Yeah. Look, I don't even understand why people are like, look, he can be beaten. Who's young? He was like 20.
I still cannot. It's not a matter of respecting Anthony Joshua, but I just feel as though I can't legitimize Anthony Joshua until he fights
Tyson.
Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder.
You know, I get what you're saying. Is he still young as fuck? But how old is he? 20 something? Yeah.
Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, he's not in his 30s yet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I kind of feel like at this point,
he'll be close.
I feel like at this point, I'm sure he's solely leaving his career in the hands of his management.
Oh, Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is controlling his life. That's probably why he has 29.
29, man. Like, you know,
29.
and
Eddie Hearn has him by the balls, man. I think if it was for up to Anthony Joshua, I think he would have already fought both of them. But Eddie Hearn wants to control his golden egg, wants to make sure that he gets the return on investment for and the longevity on this.
Yeah.
Of his investment into Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
So protecting him.
I think, honestly, Anthony Joshua would beat both of them. Only because Tyson's in the back end of his career.
Look, man, I loved and respected the story of Tyson Fury. Going into that fight against Deontay Wilder, I didn't really know. I had no idea what was going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
But after watching that fight, I think, fuck, Tyson Fury can almost beat anyone.
No, okay.
But now, I already think that he beat Deontay Wilder in that fight.
Yes, I do. But you're also thinking, Deontay Wilder, terrible fighter.
It's just no technique.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It's a fighting for such a short period of time.
It's a bit different. Yeah, sorry, I don't mean terrible fighter. Yeah, sorry, in that way.
Yeah, it's more technique and stuff. Yeah,
because wow, have you ever seen helicopter arms that hard at that level? I've never seen that in my life. And the only time he scored fucking, how was he up at any time other than the knockdowns? Was he actually? I don't think he was. Was he ever up on those cuts? Well, he had to have been if they got a draw, right?
Yeah,
which is ridiculous because I watched that fight start to finish.
I think what happened. I think it was the knockdown, the two knockdown rounds that saved the 10-8 knockdown rounds.
So your 3 knockdowns, yeah, 1 in 8 and then 2 in 10.
No, 2.
2 prior and then 1 in.
No, it was 2 knockdowns. So it was 1 in 8 and then 1 in 12.
That saved the whole fight for him. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's crazy. I don't agree with something like I don't agree with a lot of shit in combat sport.
Yeah,
you know, I'd love to have someone sit down and explain it.
Yeah,
you know, hopefully we'll be able to get a UFC.
Oh, I'd love to get a judge on and speak to a
judge on, and we can sort that out. I'm trying to tee that up. Yeah, I mean, do you agree with that?
What?
You watched the fight start to finish?
Yeah.
I don't understand how he was anywhere near him. Like Tyson was teeing him up that whole fight, man. Like.
Yeah, I see. That's why I said I thought 100% that Tyson Fury won that fight.
Do you think in MMA, kickboxing, all that elusiveness should be part of scoring?
I think so, and also too in terms of in you know clinch situations, in grappling situations, escaping a submission or escaping a what's it called, like a wrestling position.
Yeah,
should be considered as, you know, you're advancing your position.
Exactly. At the moment you've escaped, that time should be counted as octagon control.
I agree that takedowns should be considered as, you know, something that will, you know, elevate you to win the round. But depending on, okay, you take someone down, but the fighter that you've taken down, if they do a good job of quickly getting out of that takedown, DJ. They should be, like DJ, they should be awarded for that. They should be awarded for getting out so quickly. But
100%, man. It makes no sense.
Anyway, that's that. We'll move on.
What else we got? This is we'll just quickly rattle this one off. Israel Adesanya wants Paulo Costa before USADA gets him as a direct quite from him. He's been popped already. So,
but he came out he was on Ariel's podcast today.
Who? Sorry.
Paulo Costa.
Yeah.
Sorry. And he was saying, he's like, you know, I've never taken drugs. I've never taken anything. You know, everyone's just talking shit. You know, Yoel Romero's done. Yoel Romero's just scared.
Shit, yeah. If I can say that, man.
Look, Yoel Romero, just saying his name just scares me.
Oh, man. And one of the things I agree with as many, but with Joe Rogan, is the way he describes Yoel Romero as this beast that will maul you inside this cage.
Yeah.
You know, just an absolute freak of nature that Yoel Romero is. I don't know how you could say that about him. He's proved it as well. Yoel Romero's proved it. How many times has he lost? Decision losses.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, Paulo Costa obviously replied. So we should have to start with Adesanya. What Adesanya said. So Adesanya said, "Fake champ. Does he have a belt? He wishes he was fake champion as well. Didn't he get popped for something recently, like acai in the stomach or something?
Wait, did you get that from that? Or didn't you make that joke, bro?
I did. I said he got popped from too much acai. I said that last week.
You said that last
And
week.
Adesanya, I see, confirmed. Yeah, Adesanya listens, confirmed. I just want to get him before USADA gets him, and eventually, if he climbs up the ranks like he thinks he will, then eventually we'll see each other. Gastelum is a tough guy, and he got touched up by Uriah. Did you see his face after the Uriah fight? He got touched up. But hey, even Chris Weidman gave me props. He gave me props when it was due. So a guy like Costa is salty. He's salty because I'm the one getting the shine, so they're trying to steal my shine, and I'm like, no, and I'm like, fuck no.
Just quickly, what do you think the results from that fight would be?
Adesanya versus Paulo
5
Costa.
rounds.
Look, if they fight for 5 rounds, Adesanya wins.
100%. Yep.
Paulo Costa for opening 2 rounds is where he's dangerous.
Man, like you
That
think
opening
the pressure,
2.5 minutes is the danger.
Yeah, the pressure of will be more so than Gastelum. I think Gastelum's issue reach, you know,
Yeah, 100%.
was
In that
one
weight
thing,
division, 100%.
and he definitely controlled the octagon for most of that fight. The first couple of rounds of him walking down Adesanya,
Yeah.
and opening up with those rights. I think Costa, man, Costa's big as well.
Yeah, huge, man, huge. He's like the Anthony Joshua size.
I just don't know. I don't know how people get that big. Legitimately, I don't know. And look, I'm fat, so I'm not saying it's impossible because I don't know.
I don't think you're completely fat. I just think you're out of shape.
Yeah, I could be Paulo Costa. I could beat him.
could
Give
be.
me 6 weeks.
Yeah, 6 weeks.
6 weeks and some acai. Some acai bowl every morning.
6 weeks acai bowls and what's it called?
EPOs.
EPOs.
EPOs. Yeah,
3
man,
cycles.
you get me. Same as you, Romero. I just don't. And fuck, man, if they want to explain to me how they do it, I'd love to hear it.
But again, they've got the money and the resources to do that to a T. That's why I think everybody's so skeptical on John Jones, because John Jones, unlimited money. So he can
What were you saying? Unlimited? Are you saying money in terms of they'll be able to just do perfect nutrition and clean?
Well, perfect nutrition, right? So that's one factor. But then also the dirty side of things is that they can get the purest and cleanest steroids done by doctors and whatnot to get it down to, micro dosage limits, so that the half-life of stuff is, in the minute, an hour, 2 hours in your system,
Yeah. I get you, but it's just...
A lot of people suspect that GSP microdosed his whole career.
Motherfucker looks like it.
He could.
And that's my point. We see people in boxing and elsewhere where we believe them to be natty, wrestling, some wrestling comps, and you kind of see what the body looks like at a certain point. I think Masvidal is a good example of what someone looks like.
Yep.
You see people like, it's just hard, but like Khalil Roundtree is thick and fucking shredded.
Yeah.
How do you get like that? Just genetics?
Well, but don't forget, Khalil Roundtree was like 300 pounds.
Yeah.
He used to be 300 pounds, bro. Have you seen a before and after?
Yeah,
photo
I've seen photo. But even what's his name? Who's the big fella? Bro, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. Rumble. Anthony Rumble. Yeah, Anthony Rumble Johnson. Huge.
Oh,
Every different weight class, thick and
so
shredded.
thick. I feel like genetics come down to that as well.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's incredible to see people like that.
Yeah.
With still the cardio and the technique and the ability to do what they do and still be so absolutely jacked, man.
But I guess this comes down to, I think, as a whole, I think we've got a running theme of USADA and drug testing and whatnot. Now, obviously, in an ideal world, we'd love to have, the purest and cleanest, sports in the world.
Yeah.
But it's a natural occurrence, obviously, that people are going to turn to enhance themselves and...
Well, because you're putting your health on the line.
But then there's the argument of, let's say for example, we fight at the exact same weight, but you earn $50,000 more than I do a year, which allows you to go do cryotherapy. You can get nutritionists. You can, get physiotherapists. You can hire different trainers using that expendable 50 grand, Wouldn't that also be considered as, performance enhancing in the sense that you have more access to that and I don't? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get you, and that's a hard part about it. I mean,
where do you draw the line?
Or in terms of where it's fair.
Well, that's ultimately what everyone's trying to aim at, is the fairest sport possible, which is why we have weight limits and weight divisions where, you have to be on a specific weight.
Yeah.
But that's fine. You can get to a specific weight, but the level of training, nutrition, and coaching and recovery that everyone has is completely different because some have more money than others.
That's life, but
it is. It is.
Life in. I don't want to get all political, but life in like a capitalist country.
Yeah,
that's basically what it is.
Yeah,
some people just do better than you, and that's it. At the end of the day.
But would you be mad if you had a sport where everyone was juicing?
Not if it was knowing. If ever we knew openly what they were doing.
Yeah.
Wouldn't care so much. Maybe a super heavyweight division.
Yeah, I think you can. I don't have an issue with athletes juicing. I just think they need to be separated. I think that you can potentially have, like you said, a weight class specifically for people that want to juice, or just have it like the good old days with pre USADA.
Pre USADA, so TRT Belfort.
Yeah, which, and again, no one had an issue with it.
Look, well, I don't want to drag this out too much because I was just going to say we should move on with this topic a bit.
Yeah, well,
but quickly, doesn't that then destroy wreck the integrity of the sport as a whole because they're no longer just regular humans? Isn't that what makes them interesting to watch? Right. Because now, I think I already put this up in episode 2 or 3. Actually, we've said this before and we've had this conversation before. But there's a video game I played where eventually in the game, people that are, I don't know what would you call them, like robots, robots in the future they start putting them into teams. So one gets into a baseball team and is smashing home runs every single game.
Yeah.
So then the league has to then allow every team to put one person in.
Yeah.
But then it gets to a point where when the humans step up, no one wants to watch the humans play. So my point in that is, if we start seeing one league that has heavyweights doing backflips and knocking everyone out,
delegitimizes the other one.
Do we want to watch a normal heavyweight fight?
It's true.
And maybe in the future actually see a cyborg UFC fighter. Just crushing everyone.
Imagine.
You know what I mean?
Then we have one in the women's division. That just lost.
They got knocked out by humans. So we always win in the end.
That's right.
But you get my point?
Yeah, I do. That's why I just let maybe pre-USADA, just keep it as is, pre-USADA. That's why all these fighters were glorified. People like Brock Lesnar, Vitor Belfort.
Do you believe
Anderson
all of them
Silva,
are on it?
Of course.
Randy Couture and all that?
I think that'd have to be.
To compete, yeah? Just to compete. And that's the shit thing about it.
Why do you think their careers, they ended their careers a little bit earlier than most? Their body, they got off it, the body started to shut down.
Yeah, man. That's a
Can't
bad
do it
thing
anymore.
about it, yeah.
Now everyone jumping on CBD oil because all their joints hurt all the time. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that was on the back of Walt Harris. He's has a 4-month USADA suspension. I think he got popped for Assam. LGD 4033, an anabolic agent that is prohibited year-round under the UFC anti-doping policy. So he's out for 4 months. Walt Harris, we won't see him for another 4 months.
Not bad. Honestly, not a bad.
Yeah. So this is back for his fight against Andrei Arlovsky in December. So.
Oh shit! It's the second one, is it? This is an identical 4-month suspension given to Harris by the CSAC, who also fined the heavyweight 4,000. So he got done twice for Psalms.
Well, no, it's the same. Just two different entities. Two different entities suspended him for 4 months.
Oh, it's retroactive.
But this is California state.
Okay, but it's also retroactive.
Yeah,
he can fight right now.
Yeah, of course. But one was from the Athletic Commission and one was by USADA. So.
Okay.
But like you said, it's retroactive, so he can basically fight straight away. So probably a good 4 month break for him. What else we got? Do we want to discuss the card from the weekend? I mean, there wasn't really too much going on.
And look, I feel like I said, it's just that they did not promote this card at all.
No, well, Khabib said that. Khabib had come out and said they didn't really do the card justice.
At all. Zero.
No.
Zero hard, man. So, of all my mates, most of my mates are Cage fans. Perfectly fine. And, usually, and half of them, a bit more, so that they know the fighters' names. Maybe they know every top 10.
Yep.
Most of the top 10. None of them even knew this fight card was happening.
Yeah, there you go. They hardly promoted it at all. even on their social medias and whatnot. Didn't see enough of it because it's a good fight in the main event.
Yeah,
really
it
good
is.
fight.
It is.
Even that co-main was a fucking. That was a legit war, man. It was just a brilliant technical match. You know, as Joe Rogan said, it was just technical. If you want to show somebody a technical match from two people feeling each other out and you know, playing the tactical game, perfect fight to watch. But the main event kind of ended like he had sort of said, you know, either someone was going to get submitted or someone was going to get knocked out. And obviously Overeem
came in.
The Reem got it done with some violent knees to finish the round in the... Was it the first or second?
Reem looking
It's looking good.
No, I'm talking physically looking a bit shredded again. Come on, Reem.
Yeah.
Huh? Come on. Nah, look, I want to point... I've been a massive Reem fan for a long time.
Hey, Overeem, is that O changed into an ooh? Ooh? You? Is that you?
You Reem?
Hasn't not full form yet.
Oh,
Not full form. You know Dragon Ball Z Cell?
Yeah.
Not full form yet.
No, not at 9,000. Not
So
over 9,000.
it's still Uverine,
Yeah.
right? The V will change to a B depending on how we look at his next.
And the shit thing about this guy was already a legend fighter. He's already a legend of the sport of kickboxing and mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
And it's just that it's because he was so massive and had to fight someone else who was also massive that he'll never live it down really.
Yeah. And I think that when you think about fighters that deserve to be champion, I think he has to be in that discussion.
He's what is it? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Really, is what Overeem is. He at that fight. Fuck, he's a big fella, man. At that fight with Brock Lesnar, I think he was at the heavyweight weight limit, which is
265,
which is ridiculous, man. 265.
But what a ridiculous record. It was like 160 fights between the two fighters in the world.
Yeah.
That's outrageous, man.
So that was his 90th fight. He said overall, but in mixed martial arts, his 45th fight. That's a good record he has, man.
Mm-hmm. Fuck, I really wanted to be world champ. I wanted to be
I'd love it before. I just don't think he has it in him to be, just because his chin won't hold up.
But he's been fighting for 20 years.
Yeah.
Man. Ridiculous. He's been fighting for 20 years. You know, yes, he was juicing. 100% he was juicing.
Yeah.
Obviously, he got pop. And pre-USADA, post-USADA, look completely different.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's just so noticeable.
Yeah.
Kind of like Johnny Hendricks.
Yeah, that was one of the worst ones, man. That was one of the worst ones.
And Belfort.
Yeah, Vitor Belfort, one of the worst ones too.
I think best heavyweight striker best heavyweight striker in his younger days.
Yeah.
His chin doesn't seem to be able to hold up now, but also he's been knocked out by big fellas, but so that's the other side to it, you know.
I wonder where it started for him, where he just shattered his jaw, became glass jaw. Could have been against Shogun.
Yeah, could have been.
I think that was it. Or the fight before Shogun.
Yeah, with
Ricardo Arona. Nah,
because don't forget, prior to that,
Shogun.
he'd already been fighting for 10 years by that point, a bit longer.
It's true.
He went on a good run, but
Oh no, the Travis Brown was hard to watch, man. The front kick.
yeah,
Oh
yeah, but Ngannou also make sure it stayed broken. Curtis Blades opened him up, man.
Yeah, that was bad.
That's
bro.
hard to watch.
That was like a tap just opened up in his forehead. What's next? What do you think? What do you think's next for Overeem?
Well, he's supposed to fight Volkov.
Oh yeah, so he was supposed to fight Volkov. So I think he's still looking for that fight because Volkov's still pretty high up in the rankings. I feel like we should.
That would be a good technical heavyweight fight, man.
It would be. It definitely would be. You know what would be a good fight too? Overeem versus Derek Lewis.
Yeah, I know, but
Rankings wise, it makes sense.
Derek's got them heavy hands, man.
But nothing else, but.
Yeah, no, yeah. 5 rounds, you got Overeem for sure.
Because look, Derek Lewis ranked 5. Overeem's ranked 7th. You know, obviously Volkov's ahead of him. If he can't get that Volkov fight, Derek Lewis is next.
Curtis Blades too.
Even Curtis Blades too. Yeah.
Well, Curtis Blades coming off a win. I mean,
has Overeem has he fought JDS?
Has Overeem fought JDS?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like.
Yes,
yeah,
he beat him. He's already beaten him. He's knocked him out.
Dos Santos got popped as well. Man, so many of our favourites have been popped.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The majority of them are doing it. Just
not Stipe.
Not Stipe.
Not Stipe. He's saving lives. That's why.
Yeah, he's too busy fighting fires. So yeah, what do you reckon? You think?
Sorry, just quickly. Alex Overeem beat Vitor in TRT days.
Mm-hmm. It was TRT versus HGH.
Horse meat, mate.
You know the winner there.
Yeah.
Steroids is the winner there.
Right, because Bisping said that Belfort, he fought Belfort.
Bisping.
Yeah.
What was the fight?
What was that fight? Can we find that out real quick?
Who was the fight that he had who he stuffed his eye with?
That one. Didn't he shatter his fucking eye with a head kick? He got
Was that Beltor or Beltort? Fucking Belfort?
Change his name when he goes over there.
Oh, I feel like I've got CTE, bro. Michael Bisping.
Yeah, so that's where his eye popped out. He shattered his eye, man.
That was in 2013. What does it say? Moved down to middleweight. No.
Yeah, so he got popped in light heavy, or what happened there?
Oh, this is Bisping. This is Bisping.
That's what I'm saying. What was Bisping fighting at when he fought him?
Oh, what was Bisping? I think that was
light heavy.
I think that was light.
He said drop down. Yeah, well, he had to. Sorry, he dropped down from middle. There's nothing above it.
No, it was middleweight.
So TRT was in middleweight.
Belfort went down to middleweight.
So go back over to it. Oh, you already went. Oh, don't worry about it. Look, he lost his eye. He lost his eye.
Basically, but he fought the majority of his career with one eye.
Here we go. So it's from the top there. Return to middleweight. Go down. Mandela Bay.
That Dan Henderson knockout was bad to watch.
Oh,
Dan Miller. No.
Shit, man.
There you go. This one here. Lost by TKO. According to Bisping. There you go.
Yeah, detached.
According to Bisping, this kick caused the later diagnosed retinal detachment of his right eye. Fear of not being able to compete again prevented him from seeing a doctor. Yeah. So TRT Belfort stuffed up Bisping's eye.
I just want to bring that up, just how powerful that fucking head kick would have been, man, to detach your retina.
Of course. But I'm so glad that Bisping was champ, even though he got lucky.
He gets a lot of hate, man.
Done a lot for the sport, man, especially for
100%. English
MMA. Him and Dan Hardy done so much for English MMA, man. It's ridiculous. It's just so happy to see him as a champ as well. Anyway, not much else to talk about from that fight. I mean, the opening 3 fights of the prelims were all finishes, which was decent to see, exciting for the fans. But other than that, no real I guess hype around the card at all. And really the only draw was the main event. So
yeah.
That was that. Yeah, and the before and after of Overeem from pre to post USADA, it's just ridiculous. It's just a complete dip. It's
crazy, man.
That's so bad.
I don't think this is the first one.
But you know what? I wouldn't be mad if I didn't have that. If I looked like that, I'm happy.
Yeah, I know.
I'm happy.
I know.
But
what I'm saying, I don't think this is the first one after, because I remember
you versus the guy she told you not to worry about.
Yeah. Shit, the size of his fucking arms, man. Hey, you know what? We'll get off the drugs talk. The EPOs and
EPOs and TRTs and rubbish.
Do you want to talk about next week's fight?
Yeah, I mean, we've got 2 fight cards coming up this weekend. We've got UFC and Bellator going head to head. Hard to say which one is the better fight card for this weekend. There's 2 titles up on the line in Bellator. UFC have a couple of really exciting fights. What do you want to jump into first?
We'll talk about Bellator real quick.
So Bellator, you got the two main fights. You got Rory McDonald versus John Finch. This is for the welterweight title. Now this is part of the welterweight Grand Prix as well. So
I disagree with this so much, man.
Rory loses the title. Knocked out of the Grand Prix. But I reckon whoever ends up the champion at the end of it, Rory McDonald will fight him.
It makes no sense. He should be the end boss.
Yeah, he should be the end boss. He
100% should be end boss.
He should be. But Rory McDonald, a draw for Bellator. So they want to see him fighting as many times as possible.
Yeah, and I get it.
Complete draw. He's taking on John Finch.
Did they lose him, in the Reebok deal? Is that why he left?
I think that was one of the main reasons, yeah. I just don't think
that was when he was around, yeah. But people loved him. People loved him over in UFC. Mm-hmm. What a fucking warrior.
He lost, with that Reebok deal, he lost a lot of money. Everyone did. Everyone lost a lot of money for sponsorships. Yeah, man. Everyone lost a lot of money. Big loss for the UFC, man.
It's really only the legends that stayed, yeah. Like, I mean, the people who Dana had like a close enough relationship
where he looked after.
Yeah,
just think, Overeem made $850,000 for that fight on the weekend.
Yeah,
he's fighting in Russia. He
made $850,000 with his bonus.
Yep.
$850,000. You being for real?
Yep. $850,000.
Why?
That's his contract. He's Contract, bro.
850,000 with a 50,000 bonus on top.
Yep. No, it's 850 grand bonus.
Fuck, man.
Yep.
That's huge. That's huge numbers. What the fuck? It's not even a pay-per-view.
Yeah, I know.
That's insane.
I know.
Because you have championship fights and they're not getting paid that much. Didn't fucking Max Holloway just make 500,000 or something?
It's good. Just think how long. It's just like when you work for a company for such a long period of time.
I didn't expect
your
UFC
contract
to respect
elapses.
that.
And your new contract.
I didn't expect UFC to respect him that much.
A little bit of pay rise. Yeah, 850,000. Pretty sure it was up
before that. Yeah, sorry, after that. I think you sent it to me actually.
I did send it to you. I did send it to you.
I just ignore everything.
I know.
Was that it there? Go down. There?
Yeah, here. Alistair Overeem, 865,000. 850 to show, 15 grand fight week incentive pay. So he doesn't get win bonus.
Can I say sorry?
He just gets 850.
He did get a bonus, but it says it on the UFC thing now.
Oh well, if he gets a bonus, then that's extra on top. No, but I'm saying like win bonus.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because there's fights you got the show and win bonus.
What? You comparing this to every? This is insane.
I know.
Okay, look, you got to respect that for that, man, because he deserves that. He deserves that big payday.
Yeah,
He's basically got retirement money each fight.
Comparing it to Islam Makhachev, who made 20 grand to show, 20 grand win.
So you're 90 GLR.
50 grand fight of the night bonus and 4 grand. So he made 95 grand.
Wow, man, sorry, this is blowing my mind. That's how much he got paid.
Yeah.
Why is that not news?
Because Alistair Overeem, he's been fighting for 20 years.
Okay, yeah.
Like I said,
yeah.
when you're working for a company for such a long period of time,
you're saying that right there, $90,000 to fight and possibly lose the use of your fucking body, shooting yourself in 5 years.
And that's a different discussion altogether. In the sense that we discussed this last week. I don't think fighters get paid enough. They don't.
No, they don't.
They don't.
He's getting paid enough. Nearly, kind of, not really.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Again, you're right. It's all different because then they get a piece of the pie. It's a whole different.
That's right.
Whole different money scheme.
I find it interesting that Bellator don't really release their figures. I think that's because of maybe the athletic commissions. They have a different agreement with Bellator and they don't release it.
But I heard that they don't get paid as much, but their sponsorships will make up for it.
Yeah, that's right. So obviously, Rory McDonald, John Finch for the welterweight title, and then you've got Alima Lee McFarlane taking on Vida Artiga for the flyweight world title. Obviously, Alima Lee McFarlane is the undefeated champion, 9-0.
Did Alima Lee fight in UFC?
No.
Okay, I just remember her name from somewhere.
No, I don't think so. Actually, I don't want to jump to conclusions. I say no because I don't remember her fighting in the UFC.
Yeah, I doubt it because she got a 9-0 record. You don't really move over.
That's right. You won't. Yeah, I think she's only fought in Bellator. Yep.
Yeah, just Bellator. Okay.
Yeah, so she made her debut at Explode Fight Series, and then since then she has not. She's only had one decision win. Everything else has been via submission. Two decisions and everything's submission.
Good to see her do the cross-promotional fight, man. Be so sick.
Her versus Valentina Shevchenko.
Man, see if she can move up weight as well. Yeah.
Her versus Shevchenko.
Shevchenko versus Andrade. 2 weeks from now. Is that the fight? Sorry.
No, it's not Shevchenko. That's what's her name? Rose Namajunas. Andrade.
Oh yeah, who's Shevchenko fighting? She's got a belt on the line soon.
Jessica Eye.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, Jessica Eye.
It's hard to keep fucking track of the women's division.
I know. Then you've got light heavyweight feature bout: Phil Davis versus Liam McGeary, and then you've got Benson Henderson versus Adam Piccolotti.
I believe it was Dana White saying that Benson had the most natural talent of all the fighters that he had seen at the time, but just wasn't using it in the correct way. Yeah. In terms of and also not being the biggest draw. That's right. For people, he was ridiculous.
As if he doesn't look like a young Lionel Richie.
100%. He looks Photoshopped there with that hair on.
He does.
Someone's doing like an 80s fake picture.
He looks like he's just about to drop some lyrics on you. He's about to serenade your girl, bro.
Milli Vanilli?
It's about to serenade your girl, bro. He'll tap you out and serenade your girl at the same time. Fucking hell.
He would knee punch you out like he did to fucking Nate Diaz, bro. The best technique ever.
Oh.
Blew my mind that someone would go for that. That's dangerous, man. Uppercut. boop, knock
Yeah,
you out.
I know.
Knee, boop,
Yeah. Boop.
boop, knock you out.
Finito. But that's pretty much it for Bellator. I think it's good to see that in this fight card, no real, and I was discussing it last week, no real old people in this one. Like the older generation.
It's something different.
It is something different.
None of them
and
have to
obviously they're going head to head against UFC.
Get the early bird specials. They all have to get the early bird specials.
Yeah, that's right.
Sizzler.
Right. By the time this fight card starts, they're already sleeping. they're having dinner at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Still really bright in the outside. having dinner.
By the time this fight card starts, they're taking their last little bit of medication.
They're taking the stool softeners.
I need that. I need that.
Too much information.
All right, and then you've got UFC Jacare versus Hermanson. Quick turnaround time. Jacare is obviously scheduled to fight Yoel Romero, and Yoel Romero is supposed to be scheduled to fight
Paulo
Costa. So this fight card's taking it a little bit.
You reckon Yoel's dodging for the championship fight, wants to stay perfectly healthy? That's my
potentially, and it's not a bad idea. Look, Brian Ortega did that.
Yeah.
Brian
No. Brian Ortega was promised a fight, fell through.
Yeah.
Offered an interim fight, said nah. So different.
Yeah. See, and that's what I think. That's what I think
excuses.
Gastelum should have done. Is waited for anyway, but he was desperate to #get the strap
on a mission
and # got crap.
That's so bad. Honestly, when you reminded me last week that he was fighting for the belt.
He was fighting for the legit
couple
belt
weeks before.
Yeah.
Then fighting interim belt.
Yeah.
And then
lost.
Quickly, isn't it as big as people changing the color to silver? I love it.
I love that idea.
100%.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
I think it's sick for an interim belt have silver. Because you're not the champ.
You're not the champ. I don't like how they. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like how it's gold. I don't know why they still call themselves world champions. Interim champ.
Yeah.
Same interim champ.
Silver. Because you're second place.
Just how it is.
Yeah.
Just how it is.
I agree. I 100% agree. I think that's sick.
You've accomplished something. Have it. Keep the belt. Show the belt off.
That's right. But why have a gold belt that says world champion on it when you're the interim world champion?
Exactly.
Like, no one's going to take that away from you. You're at the top of that division. You have received a title, a championship title.
You're a contender.
No problem.
You're right there.
No problem. But you're not.
And be known for it.
Do you consider what's his name? Welterweight. Oh my god. He retired and came back. Oh my god, what's his fucking name?
What's he look like?
Oh,
white or black?
Looks like a beach. It's a reference to
him.
No, it's a reference to freaking that movie.
Bro, you're terrible with UFC team.
Bro, I'm mad.
You can do a couple rounds.
That movie. Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god. Colby Covington?
No, I'm talking about the reference that I said. It looks like a bitch.
No, focus on the fucking fighter.
Is a reference to that movie with Samuel L. Jackson and
what has this got to do with the fighter?
And John Travolta. Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson, John Travolta. What's that movie? Famous
Pulp
movie.
Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. That's it.
Yeah. What's it got to do with the fighter?
You said, what does he look like? I said, it looks like a bitch because it's funny. Oh my god, what's his? Oh my god, it's doing my head in, bro. No. Oh well, he retired and came back.
GSP.
No. Carlos Condit, bro. Carlos Condit.
Yeah.
He was interim champ.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know, but you wouldn't know. Would you consider him a champion?
He's deserving of it.
He is. He is deserving of it. But do you think that other people consider him as a champ?
An interim champ.
That's right. He's an interim champ.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
As are the rest of them.
Now, Carlos Condit, he's had a stellar career. He's done awesome things. Unfortunately, didn't capture the title, but was an interim champ.
Yeah.
But my question is, would you consider him a legitimate champion?
No, an interim champion.
Exactly. That's my point. So that's why, piggybacking off what you said with the silver title, I think the silver title 100% makes sense.
Yeah. Still have the flag.
And saves money from that. Exactly the same. Just have the wording interim world champion and silver.
Yeah. Still get your little flag on there.
Money saver.
You just don't get the gems. Obviously, unless you're fighting
you get the gems. No, you're
defending the interim belt.
No, you get the gems.
Why?
Oh, no, yeah, I know what you mean in terms of like the... yeah.
I'm a 6-time defending of the interim belt. I don't want to go out.
Imagine.
Right here.
Imagine the legit belt, all mad diamonds. Yeah. Then the interim one, you get cubic zirconia.
Or just like a Ferrero share.
Yeah.
Just wrapped in thing.
Yep.
Just in there.
That's it.
I don't eat it and don't put it in the sun.
No.
Because your belt will melt.
That's right. And don't eat it whilst you're cutting weight. It's so stupid.
Made no sense.
Anyway, yeah,
Makes
you got Jacare versus Hermanson. This is a big fight it's a tough fight for Jacare and Hermanson.
Hermanson's coming off a win, yeah.
Hermanson just submitted David Branch.
Straight away, yeah.
Very quick. So that's why he's taking this fight in quick turnaround, because it's he's fresh, man. So, and he's ranked 10. So this could be a massive jump for him. He could see himself jump up the ranks. I think Jacare needs to win this fight if he wants to have any chance of taking on the winner.
Well, he said word for word they promised me a title shot.
Well, there you go.
So we're gonna see him fight winner of Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be seeing him fight Robert Whittaker.
But then what do you think? Then what do you think happens? Let's say, for example, Jacare loses, Hermanson wins. Then what happens? I reckon Hermanson gasses him.
Oh, no, that's a bit of a leap. 10.
Yeah, but he's gonna be.
I still don't think. Oh,
Hermanson
maybe,
versus
maybe.
Romero.
Yeah.
Hermanson versus
Yes. I think
versus
Romero.
Paulo Costa.
Yes, Paulo Costa, Romero versus Hermanson. I think. Oh man, I was gonna say Kelvin goes for another shot for interim.
No, don't.
But
no.
You think he's big enough? You think he's big enough to go up one more? Or no?
He'd just be
Too
fat,
big?
slow.
big?
He'd be too fat, too slow. He'll have a better chin, but too fat, too slow. I think.
Against the lower, pretty killer division, but as well.
Yeah, imagine him taking on John Jones. John Jones will sit on his face.
Too small.
John Jones standing up, Kelvin Gastelum.
But DC proves that all wrong.
Teabag. Yeah, but even DC will tower over Gastelum.
What's DC, bro? 5 something, isn't he?
Isn't DC like 6'4"?
I don't think so. He's tiny.
I'm
And look, I agree that I don't think he might not be able to do it, but you just don't want to see people stall in their career.
Of course.
Because do you really want to...
Yeah, it's 6 foot, 180.
Okay. Do you really feel like... I don't want to be a dickhead. Like, do you feel like Kelvin has it? The championship thing? And I know he just showed off... I know he just showed off like a good heart, yes. I know he showed off he's got the warrior spirit. But man...
The Modelo fighting spirit.
Yeah, he's got the Modelo fighting spirit, but he didn't have the champion skills to finish Adesanya where you'd see where Adesanya did have it. Adesanya was basically finished that fight.
Yeah.
I feel like it should have ended it.
Yeah, of course.
He finished that fight. I'm not saying he's terrible. He's 27. He's got much more time. I just don't know if he has that. You're gonna run the rest of your career, especially this championship run, off. Let me hit him with one big right.
Yeah, that's right. You can't.
Is that what you got?
But he's not too bad of a wrestler either.
He's not using it.
No, that's right. That much like much like Justin Gaethje.
Yeah.
If he got his weight cut on point, right? I think he'd be an awesome fighter at 155.
Yeah.
If he got his weight cut right.
He can't. 3 times, I think he got done 3 times.
Yeah.
How would he?
That's his name. Ray Borg. I know it's completely off topic. Ray Borg said if he missed weight again, quitting fighting altogether.
Oh, he's got other things to worry about.
Yeah, but I'm saying because he's missed weight 3 times now. He said if he missed weights again,
Doesn't want to go up.
Obviously not.
Terrible.
Obviously not. But that's a discussion for another day. But look at that man. Look, his height's 5 centimeters shorter than DC. Imagine him against John Jones. All of 6'4". I'm
trying to say, what's he going to do? Just rest on the right hand?
You know what? John Jones will beat Kelvin Gastelum via TKO due to strikes from the ball sack.
Using his ball sack on his head?
Using John Jones' ball sack.
Ball sack's
not
on his forehead.
even doesn't even have to crouch down.
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, okay. Fair. Look at the smile as well. On a mission.
Yeah. # on a mission. Anyway,
it's so bad that that's just where he's at.
Yeah, I know. Oh well.
Just quickly as well, you got Greg Hardy. Don't understand why he's still going.
No, I'm not entertaining it. He's that shouldn't be there. He's co-main again. It fires me up. Co-main over Cowboy Oliveira and Mike Perry. Co-main over Glover Teixeira.
I know.
Co-main over John Lineker. Come on, man. The fuck out of here.
Makes no sense.
Fuck out of here, UFC. Co-main over Andre Arlovski. Co-main over Carla Esparza that are both fighting in the prelims.
Oh, did he just drop out of... He's on 15 in prelims, man. From champ to prelims.
Yeah, I know.
That's a shame.
I know. But you know what though? I UFC versus Bellator. I still think UFC's fight card's much better.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So you got Oliveira taking on Mike Perry. That's probably your fight of the night.
Mike Perry needs that win, man.
He does.
Mike Perry needs to get on it. He needs to.
Well, his last one was that loss against Cowboy.
A bad loss, but
now he's taking on the other Cowboy.
The white Cowboy.
Yeah, I guess you can call him an outlander.
What?
Is that what they're called?
What?
People that fight cowboys.
An Outlander.
You know what he is, bro? You know what he is? You know what he is?
What?
Indian.
Yeah, can we put that? Is he actually
0.25%.
And is he actually half black or at all?
I don't know, but he uses the N word way too
All
much.
the time, dropping it.
For a white person, that with a face tattoo uses the N word too much.
Didn't Tyrone give him the N pass? That's why. Signed the papers and gave him the N pass. I heard it's a real thing now.
It just made
The
that
black
up.
community said, hey, "You never heard the M pass before?"
Never.
Some people get it.
Never.
Eminem got given it.
Of course, that's Eminem.
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. Mike Perry, look at
If
him.
you could give him anything from Dr. Dre, no problem.
Yeah. Dr. Dre gave it to him. Signed it. There you go.
There you
M
go.
pass, everyone.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. If Dr. Dre said it's all right, then look. If Dr. Dre turns around and says to Mike Perry, "Yo, here you go.
Is it technically a prescription?
Here's a pair of fucking Beats by Dre Studio 3s, Bluetooth,
Yeah.
right? Here's $100,000 cash just because I've got too much money to
$1 billion.
do it. Billions of dollars. And here's the letter of authenticity for you to for me to authorize to you, a part of the black community. You can use the N word."
Where is this going? Where is this going?
And Mike Perry just goes, "Thanks, my ninja." That's what he says.
Yeah, they're using that now everywhere.
That's what he
Everyone's
says.
using that. You know what? Worse than saying the N word.
It is, eh?
Worse.
It
Because
is.
you're putting it in the head.
It is.
Someone
It is.
said that comedy thing. Put it in there. And also, don't like the fact you missed my joke. Said prescription, Dr. Dre. Whatever. Don't worry about it. Let's wrap this up.
Well, again, Glover Teixeira taking on Ion Kuti Laba. Glover Teixeira is ranked 11th in that light heavyweight division. John Lineker taking on Corey Sandhagen. That's gonna be a sick fight too. I really like John Lineker, man. I think he's a sick fighter.
Been around for a bit.
He has. But I think he's one of the quickest in the division. I mean, that whole division's so quick, but I think he's one of the quickest in the division. Prelims, Carlos Esparza taking on Lavinia Souza. Carlos Esparza probably needs this one in the strawweight division to get back up to
She's a champ, wasn't she, at one point?
She was, and lost to Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Arlovski taking on Augusto Sakai. Arlovski taking all the fights all the time. Ben Saunders taking on Takashi Sato, and then in the early prelims,
Kashi 6'9".
Jim Miller taking on Jason Gonzalez, Jessica Penn taking on Jody Esquivel, and Court McGee taking on Diego Lima.
Yeah, so I
McGee.
want to see a pretty decent fight card. I'm excited to see it, especially from prelims and onwards.
Hey, is Court McGee the most American name you've ever heard?
Court McGee. And make America great again.
Yeah.
Now,
Yo, hello, my name's Court McGee.
I don't want to make an assumption that he's like that
I mean,
at all.
the fighting business.
And the Crusher crushes cans on his head. Bud Light on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After, just Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, right on his head.
Walkout music should be Stone Cold Steve Austin. You want to hear the glass breaking? Him coming,
How good
walking
would
like
that be?
that. Yeah.
Just for him, but
and then
no one else gets that.
just opens up a can.
Yeah,
and just
Bud Light.
two cans together.
Drinks it.
Drinks it. Then someone from the crowd throws him another one.
Yeah.
Opens it.
Catches it up on the octagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opens it. Smashes it against his head. Drinks it.
Court McGee. Now,
Court McGee.
have we ever seen anything about Court McGee, how he speaks, what he does in the ring? No, nothing.
No, this is all assumptions.
This is all assumptions. Now,
And Court McGee, if you listen to the podcast,
you got a problem with this, bro? He's called the Crusher, but finish us. Finished.
his name's Crusher.
20 and 6. Bro.
You know what I
Not
think
bad at all.
about the Crusher?
Yep.
KFC.
Hey, bro, get some deals
Kit
with
Kat
KFC.
Crusher?
Yeah.
Kit
Come
Kat
over here,
Crusher?
get some deals with KFC.
Yeah.
We'll tee it up for you.
We
You know
should-
anyone at KFC?
We can name him
No.
KFC McGee.
It's like a shitty fucking mascot. KFC McGee. Look it. It's so stupid.
Oh, KFC McGee. All right, that's it. You want to talk about anything else?
No, man, this was all over the place. Good, but
No, it's good. I like it. It's good.
yeah, no. You know what? I think it shows that, even without the most exciting things, you know why it's hard again? We've had this problem and, hopefully we grow and develop, but it's hard to come off amazing cards that just happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you just can't feel like we're obviously beholden to what the UFC is giving us.
That's right.
It's so hard to come off that Max Holloway Poirier fight to then the Overeem fight. It's just like, fuck,
Yeah, of course.
do
But
you
we're
do?
entertaining enough for people to still listen.
Hey,
to
look,
us.
man, I listen. I show up every day,
That's right.
and that's all we care about.
We show up to work every day. Mm-hmm. Unlike the two people that were supposed to fight Jacare. And they've got a problem with that.
Yeah. Also,
Come.
do it for Jacare. He deserves this. He deserves the title shot.
Hashtag do it for Jacare.
Oh, won't go nowhere.
No one. No one. Why? Because 150 followers. 140 of them, all fake.
Yeah, all fake.
All Russians.
The girls, do you not have the biggest ass? Those ones, have you seen those comments?
Yeah.
Or the baddest
McGregor.
bitch? I'm the baddest bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, or McGregor, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, catch us on Instagram, at Across the Cage, on Facebook, Across the Cage AU, and we're
Twitter.
on Twitter at across. I think we're still at Champs Rounds. Champs Round 1.
So
and
we'll get legally
iTunes,
done by that
Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts, we're there. And that's it.
Yep.
I've got nothing else to say. You disgust me. I was looking at Hermanson as well, but I was meant to be talking to you.
Yeah, see, because you're cross-eyed.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
One goes to yeah. Don't know which way I'm looking. Anyway, let's end this shit.